This is another long day as a personal chef in Beverly Hills. My clients are having guests tonight and they requested roasted chicken with the peach balsamic sauce. We are nearing the end of stone fruit season, so had to get it in one last time before they're gone. The day before, I broke down the chicken, deboned the thighs, and I always eat the wings since we don't serve them. Chef snacks. I seasoned the chicken with salt and herbes de Provence. Let that dry brine and marinate overnight. Herbes de Provence is a French mix of dried herbs, usually a combination of thyme, basil, rosemary, tarragon, savory, marjoram, and although not traditional, sometimes lavender. It's basically the perfect roasted chicken herb mixture. One of my clients wanted eggs for lunch while the other ate light vegetable soup, so I chopped carrots, celery, zucchini, gently simmered in chicken stock, and some herbs. Now that it's lunchtime, I fry up their eggs in toast and serve with a small cup of warm soup. I boiled these baby mixed potatoes the day before as well, then smash them flat. The reason why I smash them is to increase surface area, and also when they bake, the crackly edges get nice and crispy. I want to make a mustardy sauce for the potatoes, so I sweat the diced shallots in olive oil with a bit of salt. Once they've sweated down, I toast the grated garlic and add Dijon mustard and whole grain mustard, then deglaze with white wine. For the peach balsamic sauce, I do the same process as the mustard sauce, sweat shallots in olive oil with a bit of salt, toast garlic, add in chopped rosemary, and deglaze with red wine. Once the harshness of the alcohol is burned off, add in balsamic vinegar and saba. I've explained this once before, but in case you missed it, saba is cooked down grape must. Grape must is basically just crushed grapes, skin, seeds, and all. Saba is what balsamic vinegar is before it is aged and turned into vinegar. So saba doesn't have the acidity that balsamic vinegar has, but it does have a wonderful fruity sweetness that is great for the sauce. Then I add some chicken stock and just let that reduce. I added a few of those nectarines because I wanted them to cook down and flavor the sauce. The potatoes will take a while, so I coat it in olive oil, lay on a sheet pan, and throw them into the oven at 400 degrees to bake. Always flip your roasted potatoes halfway through so that all sides end up equally golden brown and crispy. An hour before the guests arrive, I pre-sear the chicken. For dinner parties, you should always pre-sear if you can. It'll save you a lot of time and trouble when it's time to serve. Just golden brown and crisp, but still raw on the inside. The guests have arrived, so I finished plating up their caviar platters with all the accoutrements and 2 ounces of Osetra caviar per couple. Meter sent me this cool wireless thermometer, so I tried it out for the first time. Just stuck it in and into the oven to finish cooking. At this point, the balsamic sauce has reduced down and is basically done. I cook it down until it's thick, tangy, and sweet. Then I throw in all the peaches and nectarines and let it gently simmer. Now for the mustard sauce, with all the harsh alcohol smell and flavor evaporated, I throw in cubes of butter to essentially make a mustard beurre blanc, finished with fresh dill, chives, and fresh lemon juice. Always using the 2-spoon tasting technique. It's mustardy, tangy, herbaceous, and it's so good with crispy potatoes. I finished the peach sauce with just a little bit of butter to give some shine, richness, and body, and once the butter is all emulsified, throw in the chiffonade basil off heat just to let it infuse. And for the veg, I hard saute the French green beans and sugar snap peas. Season with salt, and once the beans have a little color, I add in shallots and garlic just to toast and coat. Finally, to plate, I give each guest a bit of breast and thigh, toss the crispy potatoes with the herby mustardy butter sauce, and plate. Add the garlicky green beans, and of course, the gently cooked peaches and lots of that balsamic sauce on top of the chicken. I didn't record it, but I also made them the very popular fudgy chocolate brownie cake, heated up so it's extra fudgy, and simply plated with vanilla ice cream. Then after all that, it's time for me to clean up. I did the dishes, cleaned the surfaces and the electric stove tops, took out the trash, and headed home. Thank God it's Friday.